at the top. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, for
We're all
sure.
different. We all have so many different strengths. And that's what's so cool about getting guest speakers on Zoom calls, is so you guys can see different personalities and get kind of a new outlook on things. So to start off, I had written out some notes yesterday on my break at work and left them in the car. Well, Matt, my husband, is at the Colts game, and he has that car. So I had to scramble and write down some notes about 20 minutes ago. So it might be kind of all over the place. So if you have a pen and paper, just try to keep up. And I promise I have some really good points, though. But I just kind of wanted to share my brief story with you guys, because a lot of you probably don't know who I am. So I'm from Indiana. My name's Tara Berger. I'm 32 years old. I have 2 boys, 12 and 8. I have been married for 12 years, and my husband's a police officer. I'm a part-time hairstylist, and I've been doing Plexus for almost 2 years. Here in Indiana, Plexus wasn't very big. Not really anybody had heard of it. I never had. And my best friend had seen somebody posting about it, and she was really struggling with like sleep, anxiety, energy, all of that. And so what did she do? She came to her best friend and said, hey, I want you to try this stuff with me. I know you're struggling with these same things. We should do it together. I actually told her no at first. The first couple days, she was just like a leech. She just leached onto me and basically forced me to do it. So I ended up giving in like a good friend does. But boy, am I glad I did, because for me, fortunately, I was one of those ones in my first week, I actually started feeling better. And I know some people say that's the placebo effect, or, oh, that's in your head. But I'm telling you guys, I knew something was different. And I just immediately started sharing on Facebook. So just to go back just a little bit, my husband and I, financially, we were pretty tight. We were kind of just paycheck to paycheck. We had a lot of credit card debt racked up because we like to do fun things, but we didn't really have the cash for it. So we'd do credit cards, and then we learned the hard way. Getting married young, we just learned lessons as we got older. But we didn't ever know how we were going to get ahead. And when I asked Matt if I could do Plexus, if he would care, honestly, he said, we don't have the money for that. And I knew that's what he was going to say. Honestly, I knew that's what he was going to say. But I told him, what if, Matt, let me do it for 1 month. I can join and get the cheapest prices possible. And if it's not anything, we'll just cancel the next month, right? So after hounding him and Megan jumping on him too, he finally gave in and said, okay, you can do it for 1 month. So we joined to get the cheapest prices possible. But Megan and I, okay, my best friend, she's Sapphire now, but her upline, Timmy Yancey, I don't know if you guys have heard of her. She's a firecracker out in Arkansas. She's a diamond. She immediately got me on a 3-way call with Megan, and she planted the little seeds about how you could get your products paid for if you can just find a couple people to do this with you. Well, that really resonated with me, because I knew my husband was going to cancel that membership in 30 days, and I wanted to stick around. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try to just find a couple people to do this with me. I'd never done network marketing before. I'd been approached several times by other companies, and I was kind of one of those snobs that thought network marketing was just crazy people that were annoying and, wanted you to do parties and made you feel pressured. And I didn't really know, and I wasn't educated on really what network marketing was. So I had never done it. Okay. I had no experience. I did not go to college and get a 4-year degree. I'm a hairstylist. Okay. So what I did, this call is going to be on momentum. And I'm going to tell you guys how I went Senior Ruby in 4 months. And most of y'all know Senior Ruby is a pretty big deal. And to do that in 4 months is crazy. My best friend and I, we both fast track gold. And then it was just a roller coaster, and we moved so quickly. But how did I move so quickly? For me personally, it was Facebook. I'm telling you. And Facebook is like what? It's free advertising. It's free. I didn't go out and have a bunch of parties or anything like that. I just went to Facebook. Fortunately for me, I already had a little bit of a following because I was already on Facebook a lot and I would post a lot. So I had a little bit of a following and a little bit of influence already. So that was in my favor. But honestly, guys, Facebook. So I just want to give you some tips about momentum and how to get your audience excited and how to create that desire. First of all, I wanted to start with the quote. I think this is so good. And it's success does not create belief. Belief creates success. So do not wait until you're successful to be like, okay, now I believe. You need to have that belief first. And if you have that unshakable belief in yourself, the company, and the products, you're going to be unstoppable. It may not happen overnight, but it's going to happen because you have that belief and you're not going to go anywhere. And you best believe I was addicted. I was hungry. I wanted to learn as much as I could. I would stay up late at night when my kids were in bed and binge watch videos and stalk these people named Sonia Dudley and Sarah Marble. Who are they? You know, I was like stalking their pages, and then they would like tag a friend, Celeste Gwynn. I'd be like, ooh, who's she? And I'd go to her page and check her out. Do you see what I'm saying? I was hungry and I fed myself. But just starting out, what I did was, yes, you got to be hungry. One of the first things I would recommend is always do a coming out post. Just do it. Why not? What's it going to hurt? So my coming out post, oh my gosh, you'll hear the word a lot, KISS. And it's like, keep it stupid simple or keep it silly simple. Mm-hmm. And it's the truth. In the beginning, I didn't know a lot. I didn't know the ingredients, you know. And so I just said something along the lines of, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I just started this pink drink stuff. It tastes so good. And I'm really hoping it's going to help me with energy and sleep and my anxiety. I could say those words back then. But, you know, I'm really hoping it's going to help me. I've seen what it's done for others, and I'm so excited about this. I'm going to keep you guys posted. That was it, okay? And I did have a lot of people contact me after that, and they're like, okay, what's this stuff you're talking about? You know, and I would just say, I'm not really sure, but what I do know is it's helping a lot of people, and I think that you should try it with me. And what I did was I got every single person on the phone with me. And like a lot of you are like, but I don't like to talk to people, and especially on phone calls. I get that, but I'm telling you, if people can hear your passion, if people can hear your excitement, it goes so much further than black and white, boring, long text. I'm telling you, it's key. I added 37 people in my first 30 days. That's insane. 37 ambassadors. 36, sorry. I added 36 in my first 30 days. And I got every single one of them on the phone except for one person. And the phone call usually lasted about 10 minutes. Now, did that create a lot of, was I out of balance? In the beginning, absolutely. But anytime you're trying to build something like a business, you're going to be out of balance for a little while. And it was worth it, right? It ended up being worth it. But it did take time. And I remember I joined in December. And I remember on New Year's Eve, we were at my friend's house. And all I was doing was messaging those people about Plexus and on phone calls. And my husband sat at the table. It had only been 2 weeks. And he was like, if I hear the word Plexus one more time. And I was like, babe. Like, I couldn't help it. I was so excited. So my advice is to get people on the phone. If somebody messages you and they're like, you know, hey, what's this Plexus stuff? Get them in a private message and say, I would love to tell you more. It's a little bit more to really say going back and forth through text. Can I give you a call? It'll take 10 minutes. And more than likely, they're going to say yes. I think everybody told me yes. Okay? So there you go. And what I did was for a couple of weeks, but I'm telling you, it's supposed to help with A, B, and D. And I do the triplex. I think that's what you should start out with. A lot of them I would send the Jill Warness triplex video to, where she actually breaks it down and the science with it and everything. So I didn't have to get into that. And that was really pretty much it. And I had created this excitement and this passion and this undeniable hope. And it was almost undeniable. And so people were like, okay, I want to try it too. So that is a tip. Contact people, talk to them in person, and do a coming out post. Okay, let's see. Okay, hang on, guys. Okay, we're going to talk about creating that desire. Because like I said, I'm here from Indiana, and nobody really knew about Plexus. So that can be a blessing, and that can be a curse. For us, luckily, Megan and I tag teamed it together, and we went to town. We started posting on Facebook every single day. And no, I didn't have a testimony really yet, but a bazillion other people did. And so I would share their testimonies, or I would copy and paste things that I saw other people posting, and I would make it my own. So I posted every single day. because they say that belief is a sound. Your belief should be almost a sound that they can hear through your words. Does that make sense? And that's what I did. I mean, they knew I was dead serious. And in the beginning, I got some haters and I got some people saying, you're a hairstylist. What do you know? You know, what, you can't be recommending this stuff. You know, and that was hard, but I just had to get thick skin and know that I had done my research and that I was confident in what I was sharing with these people. They were just uneducated, and it was my job to educate them. So I kind of like to use the analogy of McDonald's and Happy Meals. Okay, first of all, Happy Meals are horrible for you and your kids, but what does McDonald's do? They create that desire. They make you think you need to go get your kids a Happy Meal. Little kids feel like they need that Happy Meal and that toy. Kids, McDonald's creates that desire. So it's up to us to create that desire, because everyone needs plexus. They just don't know it yet. And it's our job to do need sense. So some of the things page are all new or been around, just a few wrote down, is you can say something like, okay, just say that you reached out to you cold message 3, 4, 5 people, whatever. You can wake up one morning and make a post with, I encourage a selfie, where you're just like, or something like that. And you can just say, I am so pumped up. I just woke up to a ton of messages about plexus, and I am so excited for these people to get healthy and start this plexus journey with me. Now, not a single person may have messaged you about plexus, but you're not lying. You woke up to a bunch of messages about plexus. They were just from you to those people. See what I'm saying? But when you say that and you're like, I woke up to all these messages, people are thinking, maybe she's not the only one. Wow, a lot of people are really wanting to try this. Maybe I should try it too. What am I missing out on? Maybe I should message her. See what I'm saying? You're creating that desire. Another great way is saying something like, our team is on fire. I am so excited about the momentum on our team. So many people are wanting to put their health first, and something like that. Now listen, maybe your own personal team didn't do diddly squat. Maybe you planted a lot of seeds, but maybe you didn't add a single ambassador. But guess what? You're on Melanie Allen's team, and her team is on fire. So again, that's not a lie. Your team is on fire right now. You are on an emerald team. Does that make sense? Yeah. Jill Werness, her triplex video. That's the one that I like to send to my potentials, or Ame Darling. Yeah. But anyway, so say something like, our team is on fire, blah, blah, blah. Say stuff like, okay, this was funny. We learned this at convention. I don't know if any of you are at convention, but what was that older lady's name? Rita Davenport?
Yeah, Rita.
Okay, Rita. She said something like, okay, the word unbelievable is an awesome word, because you could have had an unbelievably awful, horrible, the worst month of your life with plexus. But instead, you can say, this month has been so unbelievable for my plexus team. I am so excited to see all the things that, my team is doing. Again, it's not a lie. It was unbelievable, So just little things like that. Be creative, but create that desire and that excitement, momentum. Make people think, what am I missing out on? Okay. Another good thing is sample posts. You should always, at least once a month, once every other month, offer a sample giveaway. You do not have to go do the 7-day trial. You can do a 3-day trial. And I'm sure if you can't afford that, if your upline's working the business, I bet you that she'll help you, and give you some to give away. But samples are such a big deal, because people come out of the woodwork. People come out of the woodwork. So I was probably 3 weeks. Am I talking too fast?
No, you're perfect.
You guys, okay. I tend to talk fast. I get excited and like.
Yeah, you're awesome. I love it.
22 months. I don't even know what's wrong with me, but I'm like turned on, like somebody flipped a switch.
I know. I love it.
Sample posts, guys. I'm telling you, 3 weeks in, I was like, are people really watching me? Because I don't get any likes really on my plexus posts. And that can be really discouraging. And you're thinking, I feel like a loser right now. Nobody is watching my plexus posts. It's not true, guys. There's something about it, though. People don't. Non-Plexus people do not want to like a Plexus post. Now, you may go look at Melanie or one of my posts about Plexus, and you may be like, but you guys got 60 likes on that. They're all Plexus people. They're all Plexus people. Melanie, I guarantee you liked my Plexus post.
Yep.
So don't look at us and be like, they're getting all these likes and I'm only getting one, okay? As you do this more and as you get more friendships and sideline sisters, you're going to get more likes. But that's not what it's about. I'm telling you, people are reading those Plexus posts. I'm telling you. So I think after you've been posting pretty good and faithfully, it's time to do a sample post. So about 3 weeks in, I thought, okay, I'm going to do a sample giveaway. Why not? I want to see, what's out there. So I did a sample giveaway. 62 comments. I'll never forget it. 62 people. And here I am, dirt poor, honestly. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I called my grandma and I said, Mimi, I believe in these products and these people need them, but I don't know what I can do, but I want to get them all samples. So she loaned me money and I promised her I would pay her back. And she loaned me $500 and I bought that like mega pack of 8.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I did was I picked a winner, but then I did not let all those other people that said, me, go to the wayside. Are you kidding me? That's a waste of a sample post. I reached out to every single one. Did it take time? Yes. Was it worth it? Yes. Am I being paid to do this? Yes. So I reached out to every single person, and it was a standard message that I had written, so I was able to forward it, okay? But I told each and every person, I am so excited that you showed interest. That makes me so happy. I'm telling you, this stuff is incredible. If you're struggling with energy, pain, sleep, weight loss, I'm telling you, it's worth a shot. Now, I would love to still go ahead and send you a 3-day sample, but here's my website also if you want to go check it out. And also, let me know, like, what are you interested in? What made you comment? What is it you're struggling with? So I opened the door of communication, because when somebody comments that they're interested in a sample, they have now given you permission to reach out to them. They're curious. So get that conversation going. Ask them, what are you interested in? And I'm telling you, out of those 62 people, probably half of them came into my work, and we did a little drug deal in the parking lot. And I gave them samples, literally. But my husband's a cop, so I knew I'd be okay. But the other half, they didn't even want a sample. I opened up the conversation. I said, what are you struggling with? They opened up and told me their whole life story. And then I was able to tell them, listen, girl, you need Triplex. That's what we recommend to everybody starting out. It's going to help with blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, that's what I would do if I were you. And that's pretty much all it took. And the other half, they joined, right away. So that's a really good tip too. When you do sample giveaways, do not pick a winner and then throw the other people away. You reach out to them. And then put them.
On that note too, just as a clarification too, if they like your post, reach out to them and say, hey, I saw you liked my Plexus post. Make sure you reach out to them too, because you don't want to miss anybody, because people will fall through the cracks. So when you said that, I just wanted to add that. Thank you. That's a good tip.
Yes, if they liked it, they're just a little scared.
Yeah,
scared actually.
They watch them, but they liked it.
Yeah, they're like, I'm right here.
Yeah,
so they raise it all the way up. They're like, right here. So great tip. Okay, guys. So there you go for that. When you do a sample post, listen, you might do one tomorrow and you may get crickets. But guess what? Maybe you posted it at 9 a.m. and maybe the right people just didn't see it yet. So you better go post it again that night and just be like, hey, I'm going to post it again, doing this sample giveaway. Comment me below if you're interested, or, comment why you would love to try it. Or you can do this fun little one that my team has such great success with. You go get like a glass jar and you fill it up with pink drink sticks and you say, guess how many sticks of Slim are in the jar? Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, people love to take a guess. And I'm telling you, people get tons of comments on that. But anyway, when you do a sample giveaway, do not just post about it one time. Post about it a good 2 to 3 to 4 times. That's what I would recommend. And tell them, I'll do the drawing. Say you do it on a Monday. Say I'll do the drawing on Wednesday. And post about it a couple different times at different traffic times, because you never know who's going to see it, okay? So that's another tip on that. And don't get discouraged if only 1 or 2 people comment. That's fantastic. And then the next month you might have 10, okay? So that's the sample posts. Then when you're actually sending samples out, another great way to create desire and momentum, I did this the other day and it was kind of sneaky, but hey, you got to use strategy. You got to be strategic. So what I did, Melanie, you're going to laugh at me, make fun of me. Don't tell anybody I did this.
I'm already like ready.
Oh, so the whole world will know.
I'm sure I'm doing it too. So, hey,
what I did,
strategy.
What I did was I did a sample giveaway, and I only had 2 people say they wanted samples. Okay, that was kind of but whatever. 22 months later, 2 people spoke up. Okay, so what I did was I also, it was the end of the month, and so I had a lot of gifts to give out to my team for like ranking up. So I took a picture of myself at the post office, and I said something like, I am so pumped after 22 months of doing this plexus thing. People are still wanting samples and to see what this pink drink stuff is all about. You know, nothing I love more than helping my friends get healthy. And I took a picture with like 10 envelopes, maybe even 20. So it looked like I was giving out 20 different samples to people. It was really 2. But the other ones were like gifts that I was sending out, and a couple were empty envelopes. But whatever, you know, whatever.
It's all about creating the desire.
Wasn't that good? Wasn't that smart? And guess what? When I posted that, 5 people commented and said, "Hey, girl, I didn't see that you were giving away samples. Can I have one?" Right?
See?
They were like, samples. Maybe I should ask her for a sample. Yes, I've waited this long, but she obviously doesn't care.
Yep.
Law of attraction. Yes.
Yeah, that's right, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
I'm telling you, like, you've got to do this kind of stuff. You've got to make it fun, and don't just post about probiotic. Okay. So there's that idea. Okay. Am I going too long? How long do I have?
No, you have as long as you need. This is awesome. Great tips.
I get it. It's 9:30. So.
No, you're fine. It's only 8. It's only 9 o'clock. We're good.
Okay. Then another tip. I didn't do it that time because people would have caught on. But what you do is, say you really are sending out 5, 6 samples or whatever. Tag the people that you're sending the samples to. You are giving them free samples, and 7-day samples are $24.95. So the least they can do is allow you to tag them in it. But when you tag them in it, and I tagged my sample people, and thank you, Emily, and I'm a words of affirmation girl, so let me know. But I tagged my sample people, and I tagged my team members that I was sending gifts to, so it made it look like it was more. But tag them in it. That way all of their friends, it goes on their wall. And then their friends are like, ooh, Emily's trying samples of plexus. What is that stuff? I might need to look into that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Then their whole audience is being like, maybe I need to try that. Maybe I should ask her what that is. And I'm telling you, when we did that, guess what? Let's just say I tagged a girl named Emily. Somebody sure enough commented on there and said, Emily, what's this pink drink stuff you're trying? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It happens every single time my team does it. It does. A friend speaks up and says, what's this pink drink stuff? A lot of times I like to post below after I say I'm so excited to send these samples out. I'll put like little asterisks or something. And I'll say, for those of you that don't know, Plexus is a health and wellness company that helps regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation in the body, and focuses on gut health. So I'll go ahead and put that little thing on there. But
just
anyway,
like a little tip.
Just a little something just in case.
Yeah.
So that's another tip. Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay. So another thing, again, this is so not organized, but when you get a new person that joins your team, you best believe do not just welcome them on the team page. You need to welcome them on your personal Facebook page. Unless they specifically say, I don't want that. I want to be kind of anonymous. That's okay and respect that. But what I usually do is I say, I am so excited to welcome you. Will you pick out your favorite picture and send it to me? And then that way it's like me getting their permission. If they're like, I'm not really comfortable with that, then I'm like, okay, no worries. But usually they're like, oh yeah, let me go find my favorite picture. So they do that. And then all I do is I post their picture, and I might put welcome to Plexus on it. And then on my Facebook, I say for my whole audience to see, welcome, Melanie Allen. I am so excited. I have wanted you to try these Plexus products, and I am so excited you're jumping on board. I know you're a mama of 2 little ones. I know that, or I'll say she's super into health and fitness, and I know this is I don't know if you are, Melanie. I'm just saying that for an example.
Right.
say, I know they're super into health and wellness, or they're a school teacher, or, she's a stay-at-home mama of 11 kids, or she's a registered nurse. That's always a good one.
Yeah.
Or the pharmaceutical rep, like whatever, like talk about who that person is, make it personal. So people can be like, wow, so-and-so just joined her team. Like, and she's like super, she looks, she's my age. Like, I relate to that person. Then if you add somebody the next week, they're like, another person is joining Tara's team. And look at this person. This is a guy, and then the next week, oh my gosh, like I need to join her team. This is really like, people are really doing this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It creates that desire and that momentum that people are joining your team. When you do that, you also tag that person in it. So you're almost doing a pre-coming out post for that newbie, because now it's going on their Facebook wall. All of their friends and family are going to see it. And so they're going to be like, she just joined Plexus. I've heard about it. Maybe I should ask her about Plexus. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So their audience already kind of zoned in and kind of curious. So that's another great tip, I think, is to welcome people on your Facebook page and tag them in it. And do that little disclaimer at the bottom. For those of you, I always do like 2 little hearts. For those of you that don't know, Plexus is a health and wellness company that focuses on yada, yada, yada. It's changing so many lives. Okay, something like that. So that's another tip. And the same thing when you have somebody on your team go silver. I don't care if it's your level 1, 2, or 3, or 7. Oops.
I can see you.
Okay. Something weird just popped up on my screen. But same thing, when somebody promotes on your team, even if they're not specifically under you, like I'm looking at you, Michelle Gilliam, if that's how you say your name. But like, let's just say that you don't have anybody promoting underneath you. But I'm looking at another girl right now, and her name's Dee Dee Atkinson. So let's just say you two are friends. You're on the same team, and she promotes to gold. A good thing would be to say something like, I am so excited. Take that gold graphic, her fun gold graphic that her upline made, and say, I'm so excited for my friend, Sarah. She's on my Plexus team, because she is. She's on your big Plexus team. She just went gold. So proud of her. This is life-changing, blah, blah, blah. So you always want to, I think, show people that it's not just you doing well in the business, because everybody knows I'm doing well in the business. I'm an emerald. But I want them to see that I'm helping other people do well too. It's not just me. It's not for the few. It's for the many. And after a while, this has worked for me. People are like, geez, like that's like her 19th silver, in 2 months. But it's not necessarily all my level 1s. Does that make sense? When you see that Eric Paul, he's Amy Paul's husband. He just went diamond. So now they're a double diamond company. Well, I have nothing to do with them. They're not on my team, but boy, do I wish they were. But you best believe I posted about that. That's a huge deal. And I talked it up. So I just want my audience to see this is for everybody, and it is changing lives, not just me. They're happy for me and my success, but they need to see I'm helping other people be successful too. And if they join my team, chances are, I'm going to help them be successful as well. So that's another tip. Let's see. Another good quote is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Like, really think about that. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. So if you're one of those people that's going out and sending out cold messages, great. That's fantastic. But if you sent a cold message to somebody that you haven't spoken to in 3 months, it's probably not going to go over very well. So if you have your Franks list, get an idea of the 10 people that you're planning on reaching out to next, and go connect with them. You don't have to give them a phone call. If you do, that's even better. But go to their Facebook page or text them and say, hey girl, how are you doing? Your family is precious. Your grandkids are getting so big. Connect with them. Start a conversation with them. Let them know, oh, here I am. I'm glad we connected through Facebook. So start connecting, and then go in for the kill, and then send your cold message maybe a week or 2 later after you've connected with them. It seems more sincere that way, and they're more apt to listen. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then also a tip on that too is like interact on their Facebook wall, like comment on their posts, like, cause they'll see your posts. So, you can make little comments that way too. So they're kind of thinking about you like, oh, this person really genuinely cares, and truly we do, right? So just be genuine about it, and people can pick up on if you're not, So just make sure you're commenting on their Facebook wall too. I think that's always a good way. Don't go way far down and be like creepy. Like
that's weird.
Yeah. Don't scroll down 6 months and start commenting. That would be really weird. Just like the recent stuff.
Exactly. That's a very good tip because not everybody would think about that. Some people aren't, So yeah, go to like the last 3 things. And if they posted a vacation picture with their family, go comment on that post. Plus, when you do that, I don't know if you guys, how many people's on here right now, by the way? I only see 3 people.
34.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So I was like,
you got a little following. You got some people excited.
But you guys, another thing, I'm sure Melanie's taught you this, but Facebook only shows you usually about the same 50 to 60 people's posts. And those are the people that you're usually interacting with most. So if you are only liking and commenting on Plexus friends' posts and teammates, you're not trying to sell them Plexus. They're already on board. So go start commenting and spending your time connecting with non-Plexus people. Those are the ones that you want to see your Plexus posts, right? And if you have, I guarantee you, if you go to your friends list on Facebook, you're going to probably see that you have anywhere between 300 and 1,000 friends. I guarantee you only see 50 of them over and over and over again because that's the people you interact with. So start when you do your IPA, go in and be like, ooh, Tara Berger, oh my gosh, I forgot all about her. So go to her wall and start connecting with her. As soon as you do that, boom, she's going to start seeing your posts. You can do something as simple and easy as every day Facebook says it's so-and-so's birthday. Go say happy birthday. And boom, you have now interacted on their wall and they're going to start seeing your stuff. So that's another really great tip to get more people to see your posts. But just remember, connect before reaching out and sending a cold message. I promise it's going to go a lot further that way. Okay, so some more tips. Are we good on time? I don't know.
We're doing great.
Okay. All right. So spacing in your posts. I'm telling you, if you write a book, some people on my team, it's my job to kind of tell them constructive criticism when they're saying, why am I not? I've got to be honest with them. And some of my people would literally write a 10-page story with no spacing. And somebody like me with ADHD, I read the first 2 lines and I'm like, what? No, ew, So it's so important to make it look easy on the eye. So if it is going to be a longer post, space it out. Make some spaces in between the paragraphs. Add some emojis to break it up a little bit. Not too many emojis, that can be annoying, but add some emojis in there to give it some flavor. And another fun tip is instead of doing hashtags at the end, I'm sure you guys know what hashtags are. Instead of doing it at the end and you're hoping somebody gets to the end, do your hashtags up front before you make your post. So if your post is going to be about, energy and no more Red Bulls, okay, so at the top, do hashtag used to be Red Bull addict, hashtag natural energy, something like that. And then people are going to be like, oh, this post is about Red Bull. I should check this out. Or if it's going to be a breastfeeding testimony, hashtag breastfeeding, hashtag better milk supply. And that's going to grab somebody's attention too. That hashtag, it's summing it up. Does that make sense? So sometimes I think doing hashtags at the top is smart. And then spacing, emojis, and you don't always have to write a book. Sometimes less is more. So like I said, I have ADHD and I don't read those long ones usually. So, and think about it. When you scroll through Facebook, does your thumb not go like this? Like you go 1,000,000 miles an hour and you're just going to scroll past stuff unless you see a picture or a graphic that catches your eye. Then you might stop and you might actually read it. So if you only are posting a probiotic generic graphic and then you've got an awesome post, a non-Plexus person is probably going to scroll right past that because it's a Plexus probiotic bottle. That is not fun. But if it's your little kid holding up a cute little Plexus probio, or your puppy dog with a Plexus probio by his paws, or something creative like that, they're more apt to stop and be like, oh, that's a cute picture. What's this about? Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So try to be creative with your pictures that go along with your post. Sometimes graphics are great, but sometimes they do more damage than good because people are like, it's another Plexus post, not reading it. See what I'm saying?
And what about when you follow up? Do you keep it? Andrea, we just went to a sip and see today, and Andrea Mitchell came in from Dallas.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It was a great training. She mentioned if your follow up can't be read at a stoplight, it's too long. I thought that was a really good tip. Just like it needs to be short, because I feel like a lot of us, and me included in the beginning,
Plexus.
I would throw up Plexus, and I would just have like novels of like testimonies, and people, y'all, they do not, that does not work. So
No.
Keep it simple, even on your follow-up.
Yes, write it out first if you have to, but then summarize it. Do cliff notes. Gosh, when I had to read books in school, I wanted to do the cliff notes. So, I mean, seriously, do not send a novel. Nobody wants to read a novel. So try to figure out what you're trying to say and get it in like seriously one paragraph or less. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think that's a great tip, but keep it short. And I'm telling you, selfies go a long way. Before Plexus, I had never done a selfie. If I did post a profile picture of just me, it was because I cropped out a friend that was standing next to me. I did not do selfies. Get over yourself and do selfies. I do crazy faces all the time. I do it without makeup. I do it with makeup. I do them just with my kids. Like, do selfies. People want to see you. They want to see your grandkids. They want to see your pets. They want to see something besides just Plexus, you know? So that brings me to talking about, well, selfies, kids, attention grabbers, because people scroll through so quickly, so you want to grab their attention. Okay, so your posts, it cannot be all Plexus, guys. If you go and you look at your timeline and it is all Plexus, I'm telling you, you look like a commercial ad. And what do people do when they have the kind of TV that I do and a commercial comes on? They fast forward through the commercials. I don't ever watch commercials. Well, they don't want to read commercial ads about Plexus. So it's so important that your ratio is probably 2 to 3 personal posts to 1 Plexus post. Okay? Now, some days you can do 2 Plexus posts or 3. I'm guilty. But on the norm, you want more personal posts than Plexus posts. You want to incorporate Plexus into your life. Think of it as a reality show. Would you tune in to your reality show? Are you interesting and engaging and inspiring? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just a Plexus ad and horoscopes? That's just not what people want. So some examples are, it does not have to be something super creative. Memes, you guys know what memes are? Those funny little things. Oh my gosh. They're hysterical. Everybody loves to laugh. And I post memes all the time. Right, Melanie? Like, there's so much fun. There's like this one, and it's like, don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry, or you'll be the proud owner of aisle 4.
I posted that one.
Yeah, me too. There's funny ones out there.
I love that one.
Everybody loves a good meme. So save it. When you see Melanie post something hysterical, save it. And then post it the next day. Yep. I copy and do it all the time. So memes, that goes a long way, and you can write a funny little caption above it like snort or laughy face or, you know, am I alone in this, or can I get an amen? But post memes. They're funny. Also, post inspiring things. If you're a Christian or if you have faith, post stuff that's inspiring and gives people hope. I do it all the time. I post Bible verses, or I post something that's really encouraging for people going through a tough time. That's where you're being like inspiring. So that goes a long way, and it might be just the thing that somebody needed to read. Also, sometimes I'll take an inspiring meme or like, you know, quote, and instead of posting it in the picture, I'll just write it out. So like the other day, I posted a selfie of me, and I saw this really cute thing on Pinterest, and it said something like, I keep on going because she keeps on going because the fire inside her burns brighter than the fire around her. I thought that was such a good quote, but instead of just slapping it on there, I wrote it above a picture of me. And I feel like sometimes that takes it to another level. And people are like, ooh, that's good. You know? So it's not plagiarism, right? So, I mean, do it.
When people want to see you, I think that's good. Yeah. I think that's good. You're branding yourself, which is what we need to do.
Yes. So those are just
so they tune back into your reality show tomorrow.
What'd you say?
So they tune back into that reality show tomorrow, so they want to come back for more.
Yeah, they want to laugh. They want to
they want to see what's Tara up to today.
They want to see what weird face I'm going to make today. They want to see what weird hat I'm wearing today. So, and then the last kind of a post, okay, so the memes, the inspirational things, the things about family. But another good one is engaging posts. It's so important, guys, to do engaging posts. And here's just a few examples of some engaging posts. Ask questions like, I posted one before Hawaii, and it was like 4 pictures of pretty different nails. And I said, guys, I'm getting ready to go to Hawaii. Help me out. Which design do you like best? People love to put their input on there. I had probably 200 people comment. Tons of them were not Plexus people, though. And I was like, ooh, so-and-so's watching my posts, because she doesn't normally comment. But this thing she particularly commented on, watching my wall. Another great one is, anybody got any great crock pot recipes? I'm looking, fall's coming around the corner and I need some new crock pot recipes. Or any good chiropractors in town, because you want to reach different kinds of people. You know, when you ask about a chiropractor, you're going to get a different crowd commenting than if you ask about nails, right? Another good one is any good preschools around. You're going to get a lot of young mamas probably to comment on that. Anything you would ask Google, ask Facebook instead, because people are excited and ready to help and give you their input. So engaging posts, and then take note of who's commenting, and then you're going to be like, ooh, she's watching. So then, like, let's just say that a pregnant mom commented on my post about preschools. Maybe the next day I'm going to go post an awesome testimony on pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? So just think about stuff like that. But definitely do at least an engaging post every other day.
And I did that one today about which shape are you drawn to. I don't know if you saw my post, but I already have, I mean, just so y'all know, we do this. I mean, we think like this because this is engagement on my post. I think I have at least 65, 70 comments already. People love to like figure out what shape, and then they're like, what does this mean? Like, this was a totally new thing. And everybody's like, what kind of shape am I? Because we're all into personalities and red, blue, you know, so this is now shapes. So anyway, it's been a great post. So Rachel, do it next week, so it won't be.
Yeah, and Rachel Wagner, she did the same one and got more comments than she's gotten in a long time too.
Yep.
Chris Paul, she did it and had over 200 comments, more than she'd had. I mean, okay, so Rachel said then ever.
So, awesome, Rachel. So that same post, the one that I did, the shapes,
Yes. But if you see somebody post something and it does incredibly well, you best believe that better be your next post within that week. Why not? If it worked for their audience, it's going to probably work for your audience. And guess what? When Melanie posted it and Rachel posted it, they have totally different friends. So It doesn't matter. Now, the same Plexus people might not comment on all of them, but the non-Plexus friends.
We're trying to get the non-Plexus friends engaged anyway. That's the point.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yes, if you see something be really good that Melanie posts, you best believe you need to screenshot that or save it and use it yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, okay, I think I'm on my last page of notes. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, here we go. And it's only a half page. So, okay, if you guys say, I don't have time to post on Facebook, I understand that. Okay, but you still need to be posted on Facebook. So download Buffer. It's free. It's free. Spend 30 minutes, tell Buffer exactly what you want it to post for the week, and it does it. You say, I want you to post this post at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. It's going to post it for you, and you don't have to mess with it. So that's pretty awesome, and it saves a lot of people time that work a lot. So that's Buffer. Then make sure you're posting in high traffic times. There are certain times of the day where people are more apt to be on Facebook, and that's early in the morning. I feel like a lot of people check Facebook in the morning. A lot of people check it in the evening once they get the kids in bed, and late at night. Those are what I have found. 2 in the afternoon, I don't usually get quite as good of responses. So just think about when you're posting something. And sometimes I'll post what I think is an incredible post, and I might get like 2 comments, and I'm like, have people lost their mind? Why are they not commenting on this? So a little trick is you go back to that post the next day and you comment on it. Okay, so wait. And then those 2 people that commented and said, oh my goodness, I love this, or yeah, it's changed my life too. The next day, comment on your own post and say, Melanie Allen, I know, can you believe it? It's completely changed my life too. When you do that, it makes your post pop back up in the newsfeed again. And so now different eyes are going to see it, because you can't copy and paste the exact same post you did the day before. That's weird. But you can go back in and comment on your own post. Even Melanie, you know that one where I said, if you are 40 and
Yes, I saw you keep rebumping it. I loved it. I was like, you go, girl. That's one of the best posts
you
ever.
listen,
Yes.
I said, you guys are 40 and older and you have had success with these products and you have had success with the business, please comment below. You best believe I tagged some rock stars in that post. I'm talking emeralds and, you know, people that have big teams, because I wanted all of their people to see it too. And we had probably, Melanie, 400 comments on there.
Tons.
I tagged Sonia Dudley. I don't care. I tagged them all, and all their audience saw it, and it was powerful. And then my audience was like, dang, look at all of these people. It's not just for the 20-year-old blonde girls. Like, this is for everybody. Well, I posted that about a month ago. Guess what? I went back to it like 2 days ago, and I typed something. I wrote something, and it made it pop back up again, and we got 10 more comments on it. So it's just a really good idea. Another thing, it's called strategy, because you got to be smart and you got to be strategic in this business. 2 more things. Never share a post. Do not share a post. So if you see something that Melanie posts and it's awesome, and do not click share. What in the world? None of your people care what Melanie Allen says, because they don't know her. But if you copy it and you paste it, tweak it if you need to, and make it your own, your audience is going to read it. They are. I promise. They don't want to know what Melanie Allen said, though. They want to know what you have to say. Yes, you have to have 3 comments on a post to make it pop back up. So that's why I said,
right, Rachel.
If you have 2 people that comment on there, and sometimes I might only have 1 comment. So this is what I'll do. I'll tag my nanny, my grandma, and I'll be like, Jackie Brown, did you read this? And then 20 minutes later, I'll comment on there again. And I'll be like, Mom, Angie Nickham, did you see this? This is a really good post. And then I got my 3 comments, and then it's back. I've done it. I am not below that. So you got to do what you got to do. So, but yeah, don't share, guys. Don't share. And if Melanie, okay, I have a friend named Dana Kipolki. I don't even know how you say her last name, but you know who I'm talking about. Dana Kipolki. Okay. She's great. You guys should follow her. But she posted something awesome. She was at Disney World, and she had her hands up, and the back of her shirt said Plexus, and it's just a really inspiring post. So I copied it. I took the picture. Everybody wants to see a picture so they can put a face with, you know, the words. And I titled it, This is my friend Dana, and her story seriously fills my cup. This is what it's about. And then I pasted what she said. So preface it, or whatever that word is. Like, start out saying a little something personal to let people know why you're sharing it. This is your friend. This story inspires you. You know what I'm saying? Set it up. Does that make sense? You agree? Okay.
Yeah, totally.
And then really the last thing I guess that I'm going to talk about is everybody has their own color. I know Melanie has taught you this too. We are either blue, red, green, or yellow, or a combination of a couple. I am blue. Blue is all about fun, loud, obnoxious, friends, traveling. The head cheerleader is what it says, but it's true. I was the cheerleader. You know, like, that's the blue personality. Okay. Red personalities. They're more serious. They're bottom line. They're focused. It's money. It's usually their way or the highway. They're very, very, help me out. Red. My husband is red. They like to
red.
You know,
bottom line money. You don't want to give them too many details. They want the bottom line. Yes.
So that's red. Another personality is green. They like to know the facts. They like the computer stuff. They like the nitty gritty on the details. They have to really think about things before they're going to commit and need to know the facts. They need to see that Jill Warness triplex video. Okay, those are the green people.
Yep.
The blue people like me, I don't need to see Jill Warness triplex video. You know, I just fly with whatever comes my way, you know?
Yeah.
And then yellow. Yellow people are a lot of times teachers and nurses and homeschooling moms. And I mean, I think I'm yellow too. But yellow likes to help people. They're very nurturing. It's about the other person. Okay, so those are the 4 personality types. Stick with me, I'm almost done. I'm blue, so it is very easy for me to post blue posts. The fun, the excitement, the trips, the friendships. But my friend over here who's green, That does not appeal to her. And so when I post and post and post, she's just, whoosh, 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 she doesn't care. Okay. Right. If you're a red and you're posting all about the money, all about the financial opportunity, all about, you know, whatever that stuff is, me, I would have been like, nope, nah. Okay. But then when that red person switches it up and posts a blue post, I'm going to be like, ooh, now what? What'd she just say? Now, what is this? Do you see what I'm saying? So do not only post to a certain portion of your audience, because your audience is a rainbow of people. Right. So you need to post green stuff. Crunchy people, they need to see facts about probiotic. They need to see what it's doing for people with, you know, diabetes. They need to see what it's doing for others. They need to see the facts. What's in Plexus? What is stevia? Is there caffeine in it? Okay? That's what they want to see. Yellow people want to see, I am helping so many people. My grandma is now off her cholesterol medicine. My dad's off his blood pressure medicine. This lady over here was in a wheelchair 2 years ago, and now she's doing cardio. Yeah, that's totally what yellow people want to see. They want to be like, wow, this is about helping people. Like, I could actually take my gifts and help people through this, okay? Right. And then red people, post about how it's changing people's lives financially. If it hasn't helped you yet, guess what? It's helped me. It's helped Melanie. Share our stories, okay? Or share how you're hoping it can help you with the finances because of what you've seen it do for other people. And let's just say you're making an extra $150 a month. Post about how you're so excited you're able to pay for your own products. A girl on my team the other day posted a cute picture of her family in the background, and they were like this, like the little kids. And then she titled it something like, you know, this is embarrassing to say, but honestly, Plexus has made it to where we can do pizza night every Friday night, and I don't have to think twice about it. What a blessing. Okay, so it's something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be a Lexus. It doesn't have to be a trip to Hawaii. Just being able to afford pizza for your family or to go buy a new washer and dryer like I got to do, that speaks volumes to people. An extra $500 a month can change somebody's life. And I guarantee you a lot more people go to bed at night, this was me, not so much worried about that extra 10 pounds on their hips as they are, how am I going to pay for Camden's football practice uniform? How am I going to pay for, you know, Carrie to do piano? How am I going to pay for Johnny to go to college? What am I going to do for retirement? That's what people are thinking about, right? Money. Yes. Everybody is struggling. So I think it's very important to share the financial opportunity because just as many people need that, and it's just as big of a blessing. Guys, I told you, we had no extra money. Matt did not want me to join. And now look, I'm Emerald. I'm making 6 figures. Say what? Like, it's life-changing, right?
And you still have another job and kids.
Yep, and I still have kids, and I still am working, you know, as a hairstylist. I haven't given that up yet, but I was able to cut back on hours. And then the last thing is the time freedom. So you may say, oh, well, you know, he's a doctor, he's a chiropractor, he doesn't need the money. But that doesn't mean he doesn't need the time freedom. A lot of those people have to work 60 hours a week. So talk about time freedom. I do that a lot too. That's going to speak to a lot of people. And they're going to be like, man, if I could make that work and I could stay home with the kids more. So just make sure you're targeting all of your audience. And if Plexus has helped you with energy and sleep, but it has not helped you with diabetes and blood pressure, your audience, chances are, a lot of them need help with pain and blood pressure and diabetes. So do not post about just what it's doing for you. Share other incredible, inspiring testimonies of what it's doing for your grandma, your best friend, this person over here that you read about. And then somebody's going to say, oh my gosh, it helps with asthma? Well, she's never posted about that before. She's always just posting about energy. And I don't really need that. Or this helps with breastfeeding and milk supply. What? So make sure that you're just really switching up your posts. And I know that sounds like a lot of stuff I gave you, but it really is pretty easy. You just got to do it. See what I'm saying? You just got to do it. Make yourself do it. Think about it. Be strategic. And just remember, people need Plexus. They just don't know it yet. And it's our job to tell them that and teach them why they do. And people are watching you. I don't care if you don't get any likes. They're watching you. Almost every single person I've ever signed up had never, ever, ever liked a Plexus post. And they came to me privately and said, okay, girl, I've been watching you and I think it's time. Tell me more. Or, you believe so much in this stuff. I can't help but have to ask you more. Okay, do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So don't give up because the people are watching you, and consistency creates belief. And if you are consistent and if you keep posting, eventually they're going to come around. I promise.
Love it, Tara. Such great
My
tips.
mouth is
I'm
so
all
dry.
fired up. I had Andrea Mitchell and you one day. I'm going to
Yeah.
close out my month strong.
Yeah. But just have fun, guys. Just
Thank
have
you.
fun.
So many good tips. So many good tips. I took a lot of notes, so thank you so much. Maybe ask just a couple questions if anybody has any last minute questions. Anybody have any quick questions for her before we get off? She gave us some great tips.
Just remember, though, that plexus is a blessing. So don't feel bad reaching out to your friends and family about it. Do not feel guilty. You're not trying to sell them some jank mascara that doesn't work. You
Right.
are offering them a blessing that can potentially change their lives. And if you remember it from that standpoint, or a business opportunity that can change their lives, and if you go to that from that sincere place in your heart, that's all it takes. Remember, you're just trying to help people because you really do believe in these products. If you don't believe in the products, they're going to pick up on that. So,
Somebody asked, is there any special tips that you give on following up?
Oh my gosh, if I had time, I was going to talk about that. So great. I'll just real quick in 3 minutes tell you. Follow up is so important, but be strategic in how you follow up. You do not have to follow up and every time private message them and say, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my gosh.
They'll
That's
block
annoying.
you.
Listen, when you follow up, here are 3 different ways that you can follow up. One, okay, let's say somebody was like, hey girl, I'm going to order next weekend when I get paid. Next weekend comes around and they didn't order. Message them and just be like, hey girlie, I know we had talked and I knew you were excited. In there, just let me know. Something like that. Another way that you can follow is you got some fence sitters. Reach out to them and say, hey girl, it's the end of the month, or I'm doing a Friday special today, and anybody that joins today, I will refund $10, or I will pay for your joining fee. Or if you want to order today a $50 order, I'll refund you $10. Like, make something up on the spot, because a lot of times when you throw in a little special, people are going to jump. So if it's the weekend, especially a Friday, because it's payday for most people, that's when it's a great time to say, hey girl, I'm running a special today, thought of you, $10 off. Another great way is just to pop in and say, I'm not trying to be a bugaboo. I'm just following up with the people I've talked to over the last couple of months. Just wanted to check in, see if you have any more questions for me. Another way that you can follow up is if you guys talked about migraines, or if you guys talked about diabetes. Go find a really powerful testimony on whatever it was you talked about and copy and paste it, send it to them privately and say, hey, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. You were on my heart. This came to my mind and I just wanted to send it to you. Read this. That's it. That's another way of following up. And then lastly, another easy way of following up is just go to their Facebook page and start commenting on their stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, Tara Berger. Oh, I need to get with her. See what I'm saying? I think those are great ways to follow up without just always saying, are you ready? Are you ready? And crickets are okay. Rodan and Fields, it's a facial, like face line. I'm telling you, Rodan and Fields, a girl reached out to me. The first time she reached out to me, I did not respond. My bubble went down, bless her heart. I know she saw it, but I did not respond. I was busy and it just wasn't the right time. And shame on me, but I didn't respond. Crickets is what she got. She could have gave up on me. She could have crossed me off the list and she could have moved on, but she didn't. A week later, she came back to me and she said, hey girl, I know life's busy and I know you have 2 kids. That made it personal. I knew she knew who she was talking to. I know you have 2 kids. You're crazy busy, but did you get a chance to read what I sent you the other day? I'm telling you, I think you would really like these products. That time I responded and I said, I actually did. And you're right. I was busy. Right now is not the perfect time for me, but I'll definitely keep you in mind when the time's right. Okay. Again, she could have been like, ugh, yeah, right. Cross me off. No. About a month later, she reached out to me again. Hey girl, I just wanted to reach out and just let you know, I really do think you would love these products. If you have any questions, let me know. We do have a special going on right now. And I didn't respond. I didn't respond that time. I was like, no, and I was just busy and I just didn't respond. But guess what? About a month later, I knew Hawaii was coming up, and I knew I had some dark spots over here. And kind of like when people are sick and tired and being sick and tired, they're going to come to us. When people are sick and tired of seeing brown spots and the time's right, they're going to reach out to the person who cared enough to reach out to them and to follow up with them. And I knew that girl, she was obsessed with me. Like, I knew she was going to help me. I knew she cared about me. She made it seem that way. And I had several other friends posting about Rodan Fields, but they never reached out to me. They validated everything she said because I saw all their awesome results. But I went to the girl who had messaged me and consistently followed up with me. And I said, okay, I'm ready. I placed a huge order. I've ordered 3 times now, and I've sent her people. And I was a cricket person. And I was a person that said, not right now.
Yeah.
And now look. So I think follow-up is very, 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 very important. Don't get discouraged unless somebody says, no, don't ever message me again. Don't. But other than that, follow up.
And just know it takes between 5 and 12 contacts for people to order. So know that. This is but keep the tennis match going, right? So let you know you care about them. Like, oh, I saw that your son was in the hospital. I'm so sorry. So, pick your timing too. If you know something big's going on in their lives or they're on vacation, don't follow up during that time unless you want to reach out and say, I'm praying for your son, or hope, when they get back, you notice they're back, then you can respond and say, I hope you had a great vacation. Give them some time to settle, then follow up. So there is, timing with things too. Pay attention to their wall, see what's going on in their lives too.
Yes. And this is a people business, guys.
Yeah.
This is a people business. They're going to buy into you before they buy into the vision. And if they know that you care about them, and if they know that you are sincere, they're going to end up trusting you and going with you.
Yep. Love that.
So that would be my advice on that.
Thank you, Tara, so much for your time. Team, I'll put this on Facebook. I did the recording, so we'll get this on, the team page for those of you that missed it. Thank you, Tara, for your time. And
you're going to do one for my team in the future.
Yeah, girl. I'll do it.
All right.
I would love to. Okay.
Feel free to
have a good night.
Hey, if your team wants to follow me or friend request me, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, awesome. I know they will. They would love that. Oh, they're going to start getting a flip about their request.
Awesome. Hey, guys, seriously, one more tip. After this, go to Facebook and maybe take a screenshot of all these faces and say, I am so empowered right now. I just got off people from all across the United States on the same mission, wanting to change people's lives. This is such a blessing, this company, in so many ways. Say something to get that and desire, okay? Because it's not all about the products. There's so many more avenues. So anyway, I'm done.
All your color personalities, like you said. So that's the fun, right? That's the blue. Good blue.
Yeah. You would get me.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later, girl.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Tara.